Happy Thursday. It's me again. Weren't we just here recapping Real Housewives of Salt Lake City? It is your girl V with Reality Recap. Let me make sure, of course, all the streams are in here. It is Thursday night. We are a little late tonight. We're doing an hour later than we normally do, just because I told you guys earlier, mom life was lifing. And I had some things to get accomplished, which I did. So I'm glad for that. But we are here for your weekly roundup of reality news. Make sure you tune in. Usually it's every Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Again, we had to push it back an hour today for Mom Life. But I'm here to let you know everything going on in the reality TV world, things, breaking news, everything to make sure that you are up to date with your favorite reality stars, past and present. We are streaming live right now across Instagram, YouTube, and let's say Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. We're streaming live across all three, so check in the comments. Let me know your thoughts as I go through this week's weekly news. So much to discuss. I felt like my podcast earlier, like, I don't know what setting I had the lighting on, but it was amazing. And it's not looking that great right now. Maybe because the day has worn down and I am tired, but we're going to get into it. Let's start out with a little bit of love after lockup news for Hope and Arthur. So, if you guys don't know, we've talked about it a few times on the Midday Tea Talk, Life After Lockup. Arthur and Hope, we saw at the end of the season finale that they were broken up. In May of this year, Arthur was arrested due to an altercation. It said aggravated assault. And also, he was carrying a weapon, which he has a felony and not supposed to do. He had an altercation with Hope where he was arrested. He was then released a little over a week and a half ago, not this past Sunday, but the Sunday before that. He was released and he started going live. And I told you guys, I didn't like what I was seeing. He wasn't answering anybody's questions. He was coming off a little bit rude. And then he also was like everything he said, all his words started with a B. He had a red bandana on his shoulder after he had just said on the season finale when talking to Hope's grandfather, and he was asked, was he in any type of gang? He said no. But he was on live doing all this stuff and, just being real tough for somebody that honestly struggled so much in jail and was so traumatized by it. He definitely seemed like he was on the track to go back. And lo and behold, September 30th, I want to say, Monday, he was locked up again in Dallas. He never left Dallas. That's where where he was living with Hope. He didn't go back home to Vegas with his mother as he should have, but he was in Dallas and he was arrested. Not much information on what actually took place for his arrest, but he is still in custody. It's saying that his charges were evading arrest and also unlawful carrying of a weapon with a felony or conviction. So again, he was carrying while he has a felony charge and not supposed to, and his charge is evading arrest. It looks like he has a bond amount of 5,000 for the charge of evading arrest, but there's no bond for the other charge of the unlawful carrying of a weapon. So it looks like, yeah, he's still locked up as of right now. There has been some posts on his page saying that he will be back soon. Also, there was a strange post of like a throwback picture. You could tell it was a throwback picture of him and Hope because there was no triangle tattoo on his forehead, but it was a picture of them two with a pink heart that popped up on his Instagram story. He then came back and said that it was a mistake. I can't even say it's him. Somebody's posting on his page while he's locked up, but they said that there was a mix up or miscommunication with management is why it was posted. I don't know. um I didn't even know he had management. I also said, when he was on live, it does seem like the popularity of the show was going to his head. But yeah, he's locked up again, guys, and we don't know right now when he will be out. But somebody is posting on his page saying that he will be back soon. So I wish him all the best, man. I thought that he was really gonna get on the right path. He was trying to get back into his religion. I thought he was gonna follow that. Um, Definitely seemed like there was a toxic relationship there between Hope and Arthur, and hopefully they continue to go their separate ways. But he is currently locked up again, guys. Um, Sad to say, but wishing him the best, and hopefully he gets it together. Also, let's talk about Basketball Wives. You've seen Lorenzo Gordon on Basketball Wives with his ex fiance, British Williams, who is serving time right now for her own scams and things like that. But Lorenzo Gordon, her ex fiance, and the father of her child, they share a daughter together. He pled guilty to his own PPP scams while she's already serving time. So I'll give you a little bit more detail about her, first of all. So we know that let me go to it. British Williams, she had, I think, about 5 counts. Let me look at it again. Right. So back in May of 2023, she pled guilty to 5 counts of misuse of social security numbers, 4 counts of bank fraud, 3 counts of making false statements to the IRS, and 3 counts of wire fraud. She was indicted back in September of 2021. She was sentenced on October 2023 to 5 years. Um, 4 years in prison, sorry, and as well as 5 years of supervised release, meaning you know what that means, right? But and she also has to pay back upwards of almost $600,000 in restitution. She surrendered to authorities in January 3rd of 2024 to serve this 4-year sentence. So it's not even been a full year yet for British sentence, and now Lorenzo has pled guilty and he is awaiting sentencing as well. So he pled guilty to filing two false PPP loans, 3 EIDL loans. Basically, again, about almost 250,000, actually more, a little bit more close to 300,000 in loans and advances he received that were false, pretty much. He is facing a restitution or a fine of 250,000, and his theft charges are offensible to up to 10 years in prison. He will be sentenced on January 9th of 2025. So right around the time, for the first year of British being in jail serving her time, he will then be sentenced and learn when he will have to go into prison, and basically leaving their daughter with both their parents locked up, which is so, so sad. I'm just assuming from the show, their daughter will be with British's mom. She seemed to be a really active grandmother, and they're there for her and helping her even when she was going through her legal issues before she was locked up. But yeah, he pled guilty to one felony count of theft of government money. So again, it said Gordon admitted to fraudulently applying for 2 loans from the Paycheck Protection Program and 3 loans from the Economic Injury Disaster Loan Program. Both loan types were meant to help businesses and their employees during the COVID-19 pandemic. In the application for the loan programs, there was false information about 3 companies that applied for the loans: Logo Fitness, Elite 50 Basketball Training, and Elite Health and Fitness Company. According to the court documents, Gordon received 107,000 in PPP loans and 165,000 in the EIDL loans and advances. Yikes. So he's facing up to 10 years in prison and another. I said, now this is the real person on Basketball Wives with the $250,000 restitution hanging over his head, not Jennifer Williams' husband. But my thoughts with the daughter, and just losing both her parents, and neither one of them are coming home anytime soon unless they let British go early or something like that. But she's coming up just on her first year of her 4-year sentence. So, and if he gets, say, a worst case scenario, the full sentence of 10 years, which I doubt, but either way, a lot of time's going to pass with their daughter for both of them. So sad situation, but that was some breaking news this week. Also, Love and Hip Hop news. Rashida took to Instagram to let us know that her and Kirk's son, Kai, was involved in a bad car accident. She had video of the car, and the car looked terrible. There's not details on what took place that caused the accident, but luckily, and thank God, Kai was okay. In her post, she said he walked away. He was bruised and limping, but he was alive. So, and if you would have saw the car, and she explained that in her post as well, just as a parent, for you to pull up to the scene and see the car the way that it is. If you want to see it, you can go to her page. Um, she said it's just a feeling that comes across you because you don't know what to expect. So luckily he's okay and doing well and alive, but wishing him a speedy recovery. But he was in a really bad car accident recently. Let's talk some Married to Medicine news. Dr. Heavenly, she was doing some green screen for season 11 of Married to Medicine, where she had a message for one of the ladies. She didn't say who, but she said, for one of the ladies lying on Dr. Damien, even if he did, I'm Cardi B. I'm going back to my man. If you come back here for your job, I will help you get it. Um, I don't know if she's talking about Phaedra, because we know Phaedra is exited and going to Real Housewives of Atlanta, and that filming is completed. But apparently maybe somebody is following the footsteps of Mariah with invoices um on Dr. Damien, and it's always been speculated on the show that he's been cheating on her here and there. Women say that, but has there ever been proof? No. Has he ever been caught in anything? Excuse me. Ooh, that was a burp from some applesauce. I had some of the kids' applesauce, y'all. Like, literally, look. I stole an applesauce. But yeah, it seems to be heating up. I'm expecting Married to Medicine season 11 to be a good one. She's up here talking about something or rumors about Dr. Damien. She also was doing some green screens with Dr. Simone, where they talked about women trying to whoop their asses and how many times did they try. So this seems like it's going to be a really good season. They always are, by the way. Arguably one of the best reality TV shows on Bravo, if you ask me. But I'm looking forward to season 11, and hopefully we'll hear more on when that's coming. But yeah, they're currently doing green screen, so that means they are wrapping up. We know filming wrapped, but yeah, doing some green screen work, and hopefully we will see them in early 2025, I would think. If not earlier, we'll see. But I don't know who done said something about Dr. Damien, but she let y'all know. I guess she's trying to nip it in the bud now before it come out and let y'all know she ain't going nowhere. She ain't leaving her man. So you're wasting your time. Also, this past week, with Tamra Judge, Real Housewives of Orange County cast member, she was on Watch What Happens Live, where she made a comment about Jennifer's fiance Ryan. We see them going back and forth on the current season right now, actually. And she made a comment about her businesses, saying that her businesses made more last year than Ryan stole from the Dodger player. That's what she said. And I told you guys a little bit about what Ryan was accused of. Allegedly, he's doing some type of loan sharking out there in Vegas. And not that he took money directly from this Dodger baseball player, but the Dodger baseball player has an interpreter or had an interpreter that was stealing money from him, allegedly, and gambling, and a large amount of money from that person was allegedly dropped in Ryan's account. So he was a part of an FBI investigation. So when she made these comments on Watch What Happens Live, Ryan immediately took to Instagram to say that he would be suing her. He showed the envelope on her porch, which she had been served. I thought you had to serve people to face. I didn't know you could just drop it on their doorstep. I don't know if that was just for Instagram prop or what, but he showed the picture of this big brown envelope on her doorstep and saying that he was serving her with papers. She immediately then took to Instagram and apologized because I guess she's pretty much going to be sued for defamation the same way that Alexis Bellino's ex-husband Jim did when he sued her and Shannon because she always running off at the mouth. So she put this post up that says, "As I mentioned on my IG story yesterday, I would like to apologize for and correct the record on a misstatement I made on Watch What Happens Live on Thursday about Ryan. I have no reason to believe that Ryan has stolen any money. I misspoke in tying Ryan to the actions of others. I meant to say my company makes more money than what was stolen from the Dodger player. Unfortunately, I misspoke on live television. While Ryan and I have had ongoing issues, I do apologize to him for the mistake and wish to make clear that my statement was made in error. I sincerely apologize." I don't know if that's going to get her out of a lawsuit or how far he's going to take it. She then made a video with Eddie saying that everyone's innocent until proven guilty, but she, apologized for her statements. Like, yeah, girl, you talking about your money, your company's made all this money and more than was what Ryan stole from the Dodger player. Now look at you. Now the money you made in your company, you're gonna be paying in legal fees and probably paying to Ryan if he wins the lawsuit. So I don't know. I don't know how that works. If the lawyers are gonna say or the judge will say, "Hey, she did apologize and take the statement back," or what? She already made it now on live TV. Bravo removed the post of what she said from their Watch What Happened Live page, but Molly, you in danger, girl. Tell her she just can't keep her mouth shut. She always got something to say, always in somebody else's business, never in her own. And again, she's being sued. So I don't know. When will these housewives learn? I don't know. I don't know. When will they ever learn, honey? Also in the Valley news, Jax Taylor and Brittany Cartwright have been making headlines. Oh, where am I? You guys can't even see me. I don't know. Let's see. I don't know why you can't see me here, but we'll just talk about Jax Taylor with this one. I don't know why you can't see me on that slide. I have no idea. But Jax Taylor, I don't know what he's going through, but he did let us know that he had been diagnosed with, being bipolar about a month or two back. And he's currently going through a divorce with Brittany. And he decided to represent himself in his divorce case. He filled out the paperwork and it seems like maybe he made a mistake, wasn't sure what he was filling out, but this is usually paperwork that would be filled out by a professional lawyer, not just representing yourself in a high profile divorce case. But, maybe mistakenly, he chose to, in the paperwork, give full custody of their son Cruz to Brittany and all legal rights. And at first, when I saw the headlines, I said, "Oh, he trying to be outside." But it wasn't making sense because just a few days or a week or so before that, he had posted showing the room that he has set up for Cruz in his home where he's, staying, moved into. Allegedly, he's in an apartment in the same building as Tom Sandoval. I guess all the restaurant owners that lose their wives go live in the same apartment building. But yeah, so it wasn't making sense. But it was said by Us Weekly that Jax and Brittany had already long resolved all matters related to custody of Cruz and will continue to work together privately for the best interest of their son, which remains their overriding concern. While Jax made errors in filing out forms that are usually done by trained legal professionals, those errors will be amended without delay. So I don't know what he was thinking or why he would go and represent himself. That makes no sense to me unless he's just trying to save money or ain't got no money. I have no idea. But w- I I just was like, one of the dumbest things I heard all week was that Jax represented himself in a divorce. Maybe, it makes for good TV. I don't know. I'm sure this will be featured on the next season of The Valley, which has been taping and probably will be wrapping soon. But yeah, he tried to represent himself. Child, I don't know. I really don't know. But sad to see another family, another reality TV marriage breakup, another one bites the dust. But I think it's for the best, honestly, with Brittany. He is just Jax is something else, and always has not changed. If you watch The Valley, to me, he's just getting worse. Hopefully, he gets himself together now that he's diagnosed and knows, what's going on with him, and he can work towards that. And hopefully, he actively does that because he signed himself out of his, a treatment center where he went to address his mental health. So he signed out because he wanted to get back to filming, and I guess he was having FOMO. So we'll see what happens next and, see that unfold in the next season of The Valley. Real Housewives of Miami, we have a newbie, we have an update. We know that Nicole exited, not permanently, she said, but she was dealing with her. She wanted to take some time for her family and to address her postpartum depression that she was dealing with. But it is now alleged that we have a new Real Housewife of Miami coming, a cast member named Stephanie Shojay or Shojai, I want to say. But y'all, she is loaded, like really, 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 really rich. And I don't know. I kind of felt alone in it because I was saying so many people were so upset that that Dr. Nicole exited. And I was saying to y'all, like, we're gonna be fine. Like, we will be fine. Real Housewives of Miami will be fine. I don't know why you guys weren't trusting in me that we're gonna be fine. Like, not to say that I didn't like Dr. Nicole. I just did not feel like she was some staple in the show that the show would stop being good if she wasn't there. I don't know. Just my thoughts. I could be alone on that, but that's how I was feeling. So I love a housewife that is filthy rich, that's going to give me opulence. That's why I love Heather on Our Orange County. I just love that opulence, and because that's what I tune in for. And she is loaded, guys. She is the president of Shoma Group, a multi-billion-dollar Miami development company, with her passion for fashion, philanthropy. I'm so tongue-tied. I always get tongue-tied when I'm tired. And family. She and her company is like a real estate development company. They are loaded. She has a husband where she recently gifted him a Rolls Royce and he gifted her a private jet. Yeah, they have buku money. She dresses to the nines, rich, opulent lifestyle, one of a kind Hermes bags. I have checked out her Instagram and I'm going to be clicking follow, but I'm interested to get to know her. We know Real Housewives of Miami is currently filming, and I just can't wait to see what she brings to the table. She seems like she's about her business. I don't think she's gonna put up with nothing. I'm just going by pictures, y'all. But I'm interested in this new housewife of Miami. And I told y'all, like, we gonna be fine. Dr. Nicole is gonna, take care of herself and come back. But we good, y'all. Miami will be fine. So they're filming, and I'm sure we'll see them in 2025 as well after cameras wrap. But I'm excited to meet her. I say meet her like I'm gonna meet her in person, but you get what I'm saying, guys. I can't wait to see what she's about. Why can't you guys see me on these slides? I have no idea, but we'll talk about Brandy Glanville really quick. So, Brandy Glanville has decided and announced that she is dropping her lawsuit against Bravo. I personally think she found out how hard and how much it costs to fight a legal battle against a machine like NBC, Universal, and Bravo. Like, girl, you for real? But she has dropped her lawsuit against Bravo and Andy. Um, it all started from a Ultimate Girls Trip that was taped that will never see the light of day, where she was on with a former Real Housewives of New Jersey housewife Carolyn Manzo. It was alleged that there was some unwanted advances of Brandy kissing on Caroline, which she didn't want. She didn't want to be kissed, or was unwanted advances, is what was alleged. And she ended up both of them exiting the Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip, which I think was filmed in Morocco, I believe. And like we said, we're never gonna see it ever. And then Caroline ended up suing, saying that, like, the producers and basically the staff just allowed Brandy to and encouraged her to sexually harass her. Um, Brandy wasn't named in the lawsuit, but that didn't stop her from taking and filing, I guess, taking it personally. And Brandy ended up filing her own lawsuit against Bravo and Andy Cohen. She was saying how she felt sexually harassed and accused Andy of that by some video that he sent. And Brandy claimed that she had been severely depressed and lost out on work after what happened on the Ultimate Girls Trip. But she has since decided to drop that lawsuit. If you don't have no bags coming in, and like she's saying, and then you're trying to sue a major corporation like that, I'm not sure. Thank you. I love this mic. I have to tell you guys, I'm gonna get a flag now, like the little box with my logo on it. And then you ain't gonna be able to tell me nothing. Okay. All right. When it comes to this podcasting. But I love this mic so much. It's such an upgrade. But yeah, Brandy has decided to drop her lawsuit. I think it was getting very expensive for her and not going anywhere, and she decided to drop it. Also, we had a little news spat on Shannon Bedore this week. If you guys don't know, there was a show that was being filmed. I believe it's going to air on Peacock, called Love Hotel, and it's featuring Shannon Bedore, Ashley Darby from Real Housewives of Potomac, Giselle from Real Housewives of Potomac, and they're looking for love, and it's called Love Hotel. Well, apparently one of the producers or someone from the crew came out and said that Shannon was nasty to everyone, treated them subhuman, and while they were filming, she has not spoke on it, and I'm gonna be honest. Listen, I don't want to say I don't believe anybody's claims, but this makeup artist, I believe that started this, has kind of risen to fame from this. It's giving looking for clout, and I I don't know if I believe it or not, but all I can tell you is when I met Shannon, she was the nicest person. And she was kind of a little shy, and she said like, "Oh, I'm usually scared of when I meet bloggers or reality podcast folks, because she said that usually they're not nice to her." And I told her, "Girl, you human, you got a DUI, it's not the end of the world. You're taking accountability and you're showing up for it, and that's all that you can do." But she was not mean to me. She was not treating anybody subhuman when I met her. So I don't know. I don't know what this person's talking about, but that was the rumors around town. All right. Now that is your weekly news recap. Before I get out of here though, I'm going to go through all the shows that are coming soon for you so you know what's on the radar for the fall winter lineup. Love is Blind season 7 started. Started yesterday. I'm currently trying to binge watch in between all these housewives shows. It is not for the weak. I am tired. Can you see it in my eyes? But I am trying to get through Love is Blind season 7. It looks good and I'm very, very interested in it. I told you I posted my first thoughts of like the first 40 minutes. But Love is Blind season 7 is out right now on next Netflix. We also got an exclusive from TMZ this week that Secret Lives of Mormon Wives is officially getting a season 2. I cannot wait. If you did not watch um The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, it's only about 8 episodes on Hulu. Love it. Scandalous is all I can tell you. So if you haven't watched it, give it a try. But they will be back for season 2. Also, Bravo gave us a teaser this week and let us know that Real Housewives of Beverly Hills is coming back really soon. I smell a trailer on the way. So Real Housewives of Beverly Hills will be filming. It's said to be late fall is when it's gonna drop. So I'm looking for a trailer any day now. If I had to guess, I would say next week, but I'm gonna be checking my sources and get the word from the street and let you know when we will get Real Housewives of Beverly Hills trailer, and y'all keep it locked. I got you covered. Also, Life After Lockup, following some of our favorite couples from Love During Lockup and Love After Lockup, will be on Life After Lockup. I got some really good sneak peeks of the episode. It will be airing tomorrow. Tomorrow's Felon Friday. And we just keep on rolling. We just finished up Love After Lockup, and now we're going into Life After Lockup. So that will be premiering tomorrow. Look out for the sneak peeks. They are on the way. Also premiering tomorrow, and I do have the first look of that for you as well. I'm going to post, which is Tia Mowry's new show, My Next Act, where we be seeing her after her post-divorce life and dating and all of those things. But that will premiere on WeTV tomorrow. It looks interesting. I watched the first think like 15 minutes or so of the show. It looks like it's going to be interesting. I'm down to watch it and see what she up to. Her last reality TV show was really good. She was on WeTV before, but she was with her sister, and we got to see their real relationship. Like they're total opposites, and they was clashing a bit on the show, but it was good before, so I'm gonna give it a try. I think it's gonna be good. Real Housewives of Potomac will be back October 6th for, I believe, was the season 9, yeah, of Real Housewives of Potomac. So the ladies are back. We got some newbies also coming through. So that will be airing on October 6th on Bravo. And once it starts, you know that means I will start having a Monday midday tea talk to recap it. So y'all look out for that as well. Queen's Court is also starting on Peacock on October 6th. This is the second season. We saw how that went last season with Tamar and JR. That's where they found each other on Queen's Court. I always forget Little Wayne's baby mother's name, but she was on there as well as Evelyn Lozado. So you know the guy from Basketball Wives, her fiance that she broke off with last season. She met him on Queen's Court. So now we have a season 2 coming on Peacock October 6th as well. Queen's Court, this time we have a London, or better known as Delicious from Flavor of Love. We have Lisa Ray, like, come on, iconic Diamond from Players Club, and so much more, as well as K Michelle. So these 3 ladies will be looking for their kings and hoping to get married. I don't know, just off the last one, how it went, nobody actually got married or stayed with the guy. Well, I can't say that Tamar and them, they secretly got married, but it's a disaster all over our timeline. So I don't know. We'll see how. I hope it goes better for them than it did for the last 3. But that will be October 6th on Peacock. House of Villains, if you're into reality competition shows, this will be starting on October 9th on E. We have some favorites from reality TV world, like I Love New York. We have, Tiffany Pollard. You have Candy Muse from RuPaul's Drag Race. You have Teresa Giudice from Real Housewives of New Jersey. So a pretty good cast. I'm not one to really get into reality competition shows other than RuPaul's Drag Race. But if you're into it, that will be starting on October 9th. So take a peek at it. And lastly, Bell Collective. The bells will be ringing, honey. They are coming back to own on not October, November 1st. So Bell Collective will be back for a new season. We're starting to get some little sneak peeks. And right now they're doing flashback shows on Fridays where the girls sit down and discuss past episodes. We gets a little shady on Fridays on OWN, but they will be back. It looks like we have um why is her name escaping me right now? But you guys know, so Gucci's husband's ex-wife, who was also used to be on the Dancing Dolls show with her daughters, but she seems to be a full-time belle now. She clocked in, and I can't wait to see. That will be on November 1st, guys. So that is all the shows on top of what we already have on. We have Salt Lake City, Orange County, Real Housewives of New York started this week. Life After Lockup coming on Friday. We're in the middle of Love and Marriage Detroit, and I am recapping all of these shows for you. So look out for Midday Tea Talks happening almost daily. I try to do them every day at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but it kind of fluctuates. So make sure you look out for the flyers on my page when I post and let you know the times. If you can't watch live, we do stream live on all the shows across Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. But if you can't watch live, you can always go to my YouTube channel. Click the link in my bio. Please like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And you can watch all of my Midday Tea Talks and the Thursday night reality news weekly recap at your leisure on my YouTube page. All right. Now, before I get out of here, if you have a business or a product that you would like me to promote across my social media pages, I am growing daily and I do reach the people, honey. My promotional rates are there. I'm looking for sponsors for the podcast as well. So if you want me to promote your business or product on all of my podcast shows. Right now, we're doing an upward of almost seven, about to be almost 8 shows a week. And you want me to promote your business or product on my podcast and be a sponsor, you can email me for either at what you see up here, reality_recap at yahoo.com. My Cash App is there in the corner. I appreciate your support so far. You guys have been showing up for me, just helping me grow my platforms, equipment, studio. I really appreciate you guys and all of your support. Now, before I get out of here, as I always say, guys, don't forget reality TV stars are human too. It's your girl V with Reality Recap. Come back tomorrow, 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Midday Tea Talk, where I will be recapping tonight's episode of Real Housewives of Orange County. So make sure you watch it. I gave you a sneak peek earlier on my page. So make sure you watch it and come back. I will see you tomorrow, guys. It's your girl V with Reality Recap. Y'all have a great night.